Hello YouTube, it's Mr. Rivera back again at the layout here with another video review from Scale Trains. This is their most recent release of the SD40-3 in the SpongeBob CSX square cab. I've already done a review on this video, so this one we're going to keep it short. I'm going to show you what has changed and to compare it to the previous run, and for the most part everything has stayed the same. So we're going to go ahead and do a quick side-by-side and show you what the changes that have been made. So we're taking a look here at the right side of the engine, and you can see that it's still got amazing detail that the rivet counter line has been known for. One of the biggest differences that they made with this engine, obviously with the new boxcar logo, you will see that the paint has been upgraded to the new CSX blue. They re-updated the formula, I guess, to make the color, and I'm going to show you the side-by-side comparison to the first run, and you can see closely how it looks. So let's go ahead and let's take a look at the rear of the engine, and we'll see how that looks too. One of the things that Scale Trains has always been known for is the fine detailing on their engines, and again with the rivet counter line, they don't miss anything with this. And again, you have the roller bearing caps, all of the the standing lines underneath, the chain detail. This engine is really pretty. The only downside of what I would say about this run would be that it's costs now $250 for these engines, and now that's a $35 increase over the previous run that they had. So yeah, you're gonna spend some serious cash when it comes to this engine, but again, this is the rivet counter line and it's top quality train. Taking a look here on the left side of the engine, you can see definitely a lot of detail on these rivet counter engines. And the SD40, they've done a great job. And one thing that Scale Trains has done, because they also have multiple road names in this run also, but they have gotten the road specific name and details on each specific run, and they nail it down to 100% on each individual unit. And that's the thing that they do differently from other manufacturers who make SD40s, because it's kind of like a cloning. They stamp and clone almost all of them, but Scale Trains does a great job of finding that meticulous detail on each one and representing it to its actual prototype. Now we're taking here a look at the left rear of the engine. You can see the safety striping along the side, more of the detail underneath the trucks, where we have the roller bearing caps present. Again, this is what Scale Trains is known for, which is high detail and high quality in their engines. So go ahead, let's go look at the top and take a look overhead of the radiator detail. Now we're going to take a look at the top here. You can see all of the see-through grills and the fans on the top. It's really beautiful how they did this. One of the only issues I had with one of mine when I got them was one of the fan grills was loose. I just took a little glue and then put it back in place, but because of the very thin amount of glue that they use from the factory, these can oftentimes come loose. That's the only one downside, but other than that, I haven't had any other issues with any of the detail parts falling off. So now we're looking at the top of the front of the engine, and now you can see all the white painted roof with all the antenna detail on it. And again, this is what Scale Trains is known for, especially when they make road specific detail. Again, prototypical accuracy is what this company's been known for, and when you pay a top dollar like this, you're going to get, rest assured, you're going to get prototypical accuracy when it comes to the specific road and the road name specific detail per model on these engines. And then that's one of the nicest things that they do. So now we're taking a look at the front of the engine. You can see all of the couplers and the MU hoses here. All the front of the detail is amazing here on this engine. And one thing to also note, even though it looks like a plastic coupler, all the couplers that come with the rivet counter line are all metal, and they've been like a painted metal, and it does look like a plastic coupler, but it's not. And it's one of the nicest things that they do. A lot of models that I buy oftentimes come with, you spend a lot of money for them, and then they come with these plastic couplers. So it's nice that Scale Trains at least gives you a coupler that's metal, and you don't have to change it out. Now looking at the rear of the engine here, you got the same metal coupler that has this painted look that's really nice, and you have also the MU hoses, all that full detail all applied from the factory. One of the nicest things they also have is, if you look at the rear steps, they all have like see-through steps on the rear steps. And this engine there's detail everywhere, and that's why obviously when you pay this price point, you're expecting to get something that's not your typical engine that you see in the market. So that's why Scale Trains, to me, is the premium brand for this when it comes to detail and accuracy. So now we're taking a look at both engines side by side from the first run until this current run that we have right now, and you can see the difference between the paint that they were used on the first run and here to the current run. The current run has, on the right, has more shiny, more I would say more of a metallic look to it, because it better replicates like painted metal, whereas the one on the right is more dull. It's not like it's unrealistic. I would say it's better suited for those who like to weather and want something that's a little bit dull. That's fine. It's not bad, but I would say the darker, more richer looking blue with the recent run, especially the engine on the right, it's definitely prettier. I like the way it looks. So that's the only real major difference as far as cosmetic wise. Now, before we go into the sound demo here, let's go take a look at this one more time. You can see this is the most recent run, obviously, with the nice shiny blue, and then we're going to take a look at the previous model that they did a few years ago, and yeah, you can see it's not bad. Both are, they're slightly different, but I just think that this one here is much prettier. I mean, you can see how beautiful that is. Look at that. And again, that blue really pops out, so I like the job they did. So let's go ahead and take a listen to how it starts up. They did change the sound file a little bit, but I think it sounds great. So there you have it. That's the SD40-3. This is the Scale Train's recent release that they have, and it's not bad. You can get these in many variety of road names and road numbers. So head on over to scaletrains.com. Again, I can't say anymore. These are very good engines, and I like them. So go ahead and get yours too. I would say if there was only one negative about this, is that the prices are going up on these. That's the only downside. I spent it was like $225 for the first run I had per engine, and now I'm looking at about $255 that I paid for these, and that's the only downside I would have to say. But that's not much we can do about that, because that's just inflation. There's nothing you can do about it. So other than that, these engines are fantastic. You should go get yours if you can. And well, I hope you guys like this review, and don't forget to leave a thumbs up and share the video with your friends. And until then, I will see you in the next video.